Hello Internet, welcome to my channel. My name's Diana. Today is day 321 of my HRT and day 291 since I started estrogen. Quick physical updates. I'm thinking of, well, I guess I'm doing more than thinking because I'm actually doing it now. I'm actually, not stuffing my bra anymore. Just giving it a try to see how it goes. Well, it's here it is. I don't know. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but I'm doing it anyways. Yeah, I don't know. So it's definitely not as big as it would be if I stuffed it. The question is it at a reasonable size for me to not have to stuff it? And I think the answer is maybe yes. I mean, it's a little flat-chested when I don't stuff it, but you know what? Something you guys may not know, the stuffing my bra, it really hurts. Like, the thing I put underneath is like a silicone breast form, and it's like I call it the turkey breast. I think most people call it that, and I just stuff it in between my bra, right? And what happens is, if you move a lot, like sometimes the surface rubs against your skin, in this case my boobs, and if it rubs too much, it creates like a little bubble. You know how like sometimes if you shoot, I don't know how to give an example without using sports metaphor, but like, you know how if you wear a shoe that doesn't fit properly, like your heels like grind a little, and then at the end of the day you get like a little bubble? Yeah, so I get like small bubbles on my boobs sometimes, and unfortunately it leaves a little bit of a dark mark. It doesn't last forever, it does go away, like the marks, but it still kind of sucks that it's there. So if I can get away with not using it, I would love to do that, right? So that's part of the physical updates, I guess, which is boobs getting a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. Um, oh, okay. So no more physical updates, but there is a medical update. And the medical update is, for those of you who follow my Instagram already knows, I'm now taking 3 milligrams of estrogen instead of 2. So my doctor has finally increased my dosage since last Tuesday. Yay! Um, yeah, pretty good. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. It's, 3 milligrams. I asked for 4, but she said 3. I figured like 1 milligram for each side, right? so 4 milligram makes sense. It didn't work. The logic did not fly with her. Um, what else? Yeah, so as I've said before, she is leaving, and I am pretty sad about that still. But I'm getting a new doctor, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Um, oh, I can tell you guys my blood test result. I was in the 190s range for my estrogen, 190. So that's still below the mark for a regular. I was gonna say a regular female. I mean like a like a normal the cisgendered woman estrogen level is about like 300, I think. She says it ranges from 200 to 500, but I think it ranges from 300 to 500. So I'm significantly below where I want to be, which is like around 300 or more. um, Obviously, I am making the connection that the higher the range of my estrogen, the bigger my boobs get. That is an assumption I am making. It is not a fact. I I just, it kind of makes sense that it is, but I'm not a doctor, and it's not like I have experience with this. So, take that information with a grain of salt. I am giving you that grain of salt. um, so that is the medical updates, and we're gonna move on from here. So, there was something I want to talk about. The reason that it prompted me to not stuff my bra anymore was because the last time I played badminton, I was stuffing my bra, and it was terrible. Like, it was so triggering because, like, the the stupid thing would move around. Like, sometimes it would like drop like really low, and it was like really obvious, and I was like, trying to just push it back up, and it was too obvious. It wasn't, and it was really triggering because I knew it looked weird from the outside, or at least I perceive it to look weird from the outside. I don't know what it looks like from the outside because there's no mirrors, right? So, and then on top of that, like, I was sweating, my makeup was like weird, so yeah, that's part of the reason why I don't want to stuff my bra anymore. I mean, I love the effects of stuffing it, right? Damn, some days I got some really nice cleavage, but like, it's a lot of work and it hurts a lot. So I hope they grow like big enough to not have to be so like, I don't know, terrible to myself. I just don't want to have to be so terrible to myself. Um, so that's that. Um, it is actually 1:52 a.m. my time right now. This video is a little late. I am recording it really late because there are several reasons for this. One is because I played badminton yesterday for the second time since my transition, and I had a lot of fun. This time I learned from my first experience to try and improve my second experience, and it did improve. There were many changes I did, and like, they helped a lot. There were many changes and they helped a lot. So I had fun playing, but that means that the next day my whole body is sore because that's just like, I'm totally out of shape right now. Like, when I play badminton, I know I'm completely out of shape. I can tell. So everything like from my neck down is completely sore. Like, any sort of movement I do hurts. There's also like a secondary like problem, which is I used to play badminton on like rubber courts, like, on the courts that have the rubber things on it. So that means when I step on it, and when I run and like, move, the impact is absorbed by the rubber and it doesn't transfer as much to my body. But since the school only has like hardwood like floors, it's really damaging to my body. Like, as a competitive player, I notice these things. So it is very disappointing. But as of right now, the only place I can play is in school. And that's the only place I feel safe playing badminton right now. maybe someday in the future I can get back into it, but like for right now, this is what I have, and it's really like it's a really high impact sport. Like my back hurts, like my spine hurts from like all the compression I get, right? Wow, I definitely ranted on super long. As you can see, I love to play badminton, and if I get started on anything related to that, I rant. I definitely rant. So that wasn't all that I wanted to say today, so it's gonna be a long video. Moving on. So something kind of interesting happened. I am now a part of I am a community member in a network of people in Toronto that fights for trans rights and advocacy. Um, we try to change things like hospitals misgendering trans patients or using their dead names despite telling them specifically not to, and despite writing it on the chart, they still do it. So there's like an inherent trans like prejudice there. So that's what we talked about a little. We talked about trying to change that, which is kind of important. We talked about the gender markers on like driver's license and health cards, and how like there is an option for an X, but like there's no real there's no, because on the card it says X, but in the system in the back it still says M or F only, and if you put in X it doesn't work. So it's a very superficial kind of change that we have for these gender markers. It's like putting a band-aid on like a chainsaw cut. It's not enough, right? It's just not enough. It's very superficial, and it shows a lack of care. Like there's a responsibility here for the government to fix this, but they don't. So hopefully we can affect some of those changes. When I'm in that meeting, I feel like I'm in the right place. I feel like I am where I want to be at. Essentially, I want to make changes like that, right? I want to help make those changes. As of right now, I am a community member, which is kind of cute, I think. Which means I don't have any official titles or anything. I'm just there to listen and absorb the meetings. And if I come up with like suggestions or things, like if it pops into my head, I can definitely say something, which is cool, which is really cool. Like I can voice the opinions of my peers, right? Which is why I'm there. And I did. I told them about how a lot of people are starting transition right now in Toronto, and they find it difficult to find doctors who will prescribe estrogen to them. And that is like the wait list for that is super long, and it's often very depressing for the individuals going through that. I said estrogen, but I actually meant any type of hormones, right? It could be T or it could be estrogen. T being testosterone. That's the one. I can't believe I forgot that. Anyways, so we got that going. It's nice to be a part of this meeting. I love it. I'm gonna like in the foreseeable future I will be a part of this network, and I'm gonna do my best to contribute to it, like in any way I can. So if people have any suggestions or comments on relating to this kind of like trans issues, or like examples of things that they've run into or come across, like let me know. Like it's important. This stuff is important. We we have to share this stuff so we can fix it. Which is the whole reason why I wanted to be a journalist in the first place. Is to find these sort of things and share it with people so that we can address it and fix it, right? That's the only way we can get progress. We have to make it. We have to create it. And so that's why I do this stuff. This is also why I do the YouTube videos, and I try my best to affect some changes. I know it's not a lot right now, and but the thing is, it doesn't matter. It's a good start. I think it's a good start, and I'm happy with it. Oh, for several videos now, I've been neglecting to mention this, but um, thank you for everybody subscribing to my channel. We have recently passed the 100 subscriber marks, which is great because once you hit, like, some people may not know this, but when you pass 100 subscribers, your channel can have a dedicated link. So that's really awesome. Let me find it out. Oh, I'll just post it in my description. But right now, my channel can be found by typing in youtube.com C and then slash and then Diana Bosco. Whereas before you couldn't do that. So, cool. I have officially got a name for my channel. I mean, I always had it. I mean, now I have an official link to my channel. Thank you so much for all the subscribers in my channel. It is exciting. It is very exciting. I wish I had dedicated a video to thanking people, but I forgot. Like, it's 2 a.m. right now. I'm exhausted. I had exams today. I had the meeting yesterday. I had an early meeting this morning, which was for my surgery approval, a part of my surgery approval meetings. Like, going through the psychiatrist thingies. The assessments, that's the one. Assessment. That's the word. Assessment. And tomorrow morning I have another early meeting. And last week I definitely spent $300 on my name change application. And it's not even the name change application, it's to translate my documents so that the government will accept it, because they sent back my name change document and said, you have to translate this. And not only do you have to translate it, you have to use an official translator, a certified translator, which costs like $50 a page. And in my case, I had a birth certificate that had Portuguese, English, and Chinese on it. Translating that one cost me $100 because it had 2 languages on one paper. So it was like, it's really painful to my bank account. I'm definitely feeling the pain, but it's okay. Take my money. Go ahead, take my money, government. So yeah, there's that. What else? Tomorrow I have a meeting with a social worker who works in this housing project that I'm in. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to disclose his name, but he's a really nice guy, and I'm happy to see him tomorrow. He actually comes here and we chat in my room, which is super cool. He helps me out with things, whatever it is that I may need. Like, he helped me with the process of the translating. I mean, I had to pay for it, but like, he helped me with it. And he's trying to help me find like people to help me like raise funds for it, which is great. I mean, I'm not expecting anything, but it's great that he's trying. What else? Okay, look, this video is now almost 20 minutes and we gotta end it, I think. So, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for subscribing. My 100 subscriber video would be this one, I guess. Thank you so much. I love all of you. Today is definitely a Thursday, so I've had the last day of my school term, which means I'm off for 2 weeks. I'm so looking forward to some rest. It's just been hectic, right? My cousins are leaving. Good thing. Not really. Like, I never really got to see them, except for one time, I guess. I guess they were too busy, and which is okay. It's fair. They're busy. They don't want to see me in school. Oh crap! This video is going on super long. I'm ranting again. Yeah. Basically, been super stressed, but things are getting better. Things are getting better. Alright. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely weekend, and for those of you who are in school, maybe have a lovely long weekend or long vacation. Right. If you like my videos, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can do that by clicking on the subscribe button, and ringing the bell. And if you want to help me out, you can go to my GoFundMe. Link is in the description. If you want to follow my social medias, links are also in the description. If you have any questions or comments related to this video or anything else I talk about in general, or you have questions you want to ask me, just, lay it on me. Put it down in the description. I will read and reply everything. I think I've covered everything. Good night, peoples. Good night.